and seen an occupied apartment. Anyone else?
Tootie's been there, by the way.
Tootie?
Yeah, I've been through there on quite the tour.
Well, I knew that you went inside one of their display houses.
I went into 2 units, two separate ones that were in different
one
various
was
conditions.
one was the one that they put on display, and then one was unoccupied, she said. That's the ones that you
Both
looked at.
unoccupied, so.
Right. Well, of course, you're going to keep unoccupied things. You're going to be renting them. They're going to be up to par. But going in the other units is what I'm concerned about. And I think that we need to, this board has to have compassion. Since when are we give millions to other countries and we leave our own in squalor? And maybe they're not quite in squalor, but when you have mold, I retired from the medical field and was in the medical field for 35 years. Mold is a bad thing. And I know, Tootie, you said there was no mold there. Yes, there is mold. I saw outside the building.
I didn't say that.
You said there was no mold.
When?
When you and I talked. But there is mold there, and if you go outside, if you go to the building, on the outside of the building, there is mold out there. And when you have it from being a previous owner of apartment complexes, when you have mold on the outside, that will go to the inside. And I think that I have another comment because I see some other people got a little longer time, but I feel that you have to have the compassion. You don't only represent the rich and the middle class, you represent the poor people also, and we are mandated by the government. Mandate, that's a federal mandate. I'm really surprised the federal government hasn't come in and sued us. Thank
Chair,
you.
I want to clarify that.
Commissioner Smith.
Cindy Becker, are we mandated by the federal government to supply affordable housing to the citizens of Clackamas County?
The county government is not there. It can be provided.
Yes or no?
We, the county, is not mandated.
Is not mandated.
Correct.
That's what I thought. We do this because we are
No,
compassionate
Clackamas
citizens.
County, she
Let the
said,
commissioner
we, the
finish if
government.
you don't mind.
Yeah,
please.
and I take great exception that you may consider me unpassionate about this issue. I am the only commissioner sitting at this board today that has gone out with Cindy Becker.
he
And
has one
let
today.
me finish.
Oh, excuse me, ma'am.
As the only person that have gone out and toured most all of these properties. I am very interested in providing housing for our most vulnerable citizens. You have assumed, because I voted no on this, that I am not compassionate. I take great exception to that, and I believe, Joe Haverkamp, you are wrong in that assessment. Now let me finish. I am very compassionate about this. Cindy Becker and I have discussed this ad nauseum, as I have with several other members on this commission, about our role in housing and what we should do in selling some of our very old properties so we can provide better, upgraded housing for our people. And I just want to make this clarification because I consider what you said to be wholly inaccurate. Right now, this board is trying to struggle with Easton Ridge to find out what the best way to go forward on financing a very controversial, a very expensive property, and trying to give as much as we can and as much as we have to give to people who need housing. And so before, you come and accuse us of something that isn't true, I just won't sit for that.
If you remember, Commissioner Smith, I helped you get elected, and I helped John Ludlow get elected.
Thank you.
And the reason, and I don't care who I helped get elected, if I feel that things are unfair, it's still a free country, and I will stand up what I believe is right.
Thank you for that. Kevin.